Oh, okay, let's start by paying homage to the Buddha. Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So today we will start learning lesson 26. So in lesson 26 about the pronouns. Pronouns also partly in previous lesson we already learned. But here, so maybe in lesson 24, yeah, in lesson, so 24 also some, demonstrated pronoun. So we already learned. But in lesson 25, so not included but in lesson 26 here about the pronoun. So pronouns are actually according to the traditional grammar. So all together, so pronouns are 27. But so in the modern grammar, like the PME Easy or the other, so scholars like the William Geiger, so they separate so pronoun and the numerals. So but in traditional grammar, numeral also included in the pronouns. So that is why firstly, roughly to understand pronoun. So here I make this chart. But not completed yet. But roughly we can. So, okay, type. So, and the type, those here pronouns are like the, ma, so do, ma, da, and ida, and the ima, idan, and the esu, amu, ya, and also kain, saba, so inya, dara, inya, dama, so idara, bara, abara, boba, odara, ado, and so on. Something remain, not finished yet. Okay, so in this way, when we analyze these pronouns, so we can understand easily. Okay, later I will make it completed. So, personal pronouns are like the ama, their meaning is I or we is based on the singular form or plural form. And second personal pronoun also, do, ma as its term, but don't, do, me. So their meaning also you singular and you plural based on their form. And that personal pronoun is actually da. So that da also he, she, it, they. Okay. But maybe that personal pronoun also is known as the demonstrative pronoun as well. Okay, some scholars idea demonstrative pronoun. And the ida, that is demonstrative pronoun, so this. And the ima or ida, also demonstrative pronoun, means this. And then asu, amu, also demonstrated pronoun, that. And then next one is, relative pronoun, yeah, that means which. And then that one is, interrogative pronoun, came. So that came also, even though as it's time we use came, but later for masculine is one base, one stem, neuter is one, and feminine is one in this way, can be. So that is who or what, because question, for question. And then the others are actually, adjectives, pronominal adjectives. But all of the, except these, first and second personal pronoun, all of them, the other pronouns are also, can be in three genders, So they also can be used as the adjective as well. So they can be known as pronominal adjectives, but they are kind in this way. They are grouped in this way, that personal, demonstrative, or relative in this way. But the remaining are, cannot be grouped. So just personal, pronominal adjectives. So like the saba mean all, or whole, entire, or every. Inya mean another. And the inyadara mean one or two, or anyone, or a certain one. And the inyadama also anyone, and idara another. So bara and the abara mean a different one, an alternative. Boba mean former part or eastern direction. And the Odara, the upper part and northern, and the Ador or Adara is lower part. Okay, maybe somewhat stay remain. I need to make it complete. So, based on this chart, so now you can understand roughly these pronouns, personal pronoun, past personal, second personal, third personal, and demonstrative relative, and the interrogative and the adjectives. So based on that point, so they can be, declined mostly the same in one kind. Okay, so now let's go to the Parliament Easy again. So that is here, pronouns. So pronouns are declined in all the three genders. So they are used also as adjectives, But ma, so past personal pronoun, and the doma, second personal pronoun, are exception, as they are the same in all three genders. That means genderless. So only ma and doma are different, not so they don't go under the genders. So I also can say a hand. The other a woman also can say for herself a hand, and so on in this way. So now in previous lessons, 24, that personal pronoun or demonstrative pronoun, that and it that we already. Now in this lesson, interrogative pronoun. So interrogative pronoun is a came, for who or what or which. So that one also can be, like the adjective, so can be three genders. But so mostly the same as the, that declension. So this interrogative pronoun ka, came. So actually, so we use ka for masculine, but for neuter, so came as well as the ka. And then for feminine gender, so ka, like the kanya. Okay, so based on that one, now you know ka. So ka is ending in the R. That is mostly, you know, the same as the, you know, da declension. Da, the demonstrative pronoun da. So in the demonstrative pronoun, you know, da, so, the, dan, the, so de na, so devi, dehi, so dasa, desan, desanan, and then so dasama, dhamma, so devi, dehi, and then dasame, dhammi, desu. So that is for the da. The same way for the ka also, you know, ko, ki, kam, ki, so kena, so kebi, kehi, and the kasa, so kesan, kesanan, and the kasama, kama, so kebi, kehi, and the kasame, kami, kesu. For masculine, exactly the same. So not only da, eta, ka, and ya, and also all of these, you see, all of the here, what? So ya, and the kain, and the saba, inya, tada, all of these pronominal adjectives are exactly the same as the da. Sorry, instead of saying exactly, mostly, with some special form we have, mostly the same for common forms. So this is for masculine. For neuter, so actually this ka as a, you know, can for neuter, but the other special form is here, let's see. So came, and then came as a common form, you see. Came, and also special form is came, and the accusative also came, you see. So that is fine. So that is different from the, you know, da, can, and the came for neuter. So this chart is, you know, common chart, not only for the da, eta, and the for also for, you know, ka, ya, and saba, and so on. So that is in this, you know, some special form we will have. So cam, ke, and the ki, kani. So te, tani, dan, te, tani, and the dan, te, tani. But for the came, you know, came form also. So that is why for neuter, two stems, you know, came as well as the came. But came is only for the nominative case, singular, and the accusative case, singular. Okay, the rest are the same. And the same way, so for the feminine gender, ka, okay. So in the da, demonstrated da also, you know, da, sa, da, yo, and the dan, da, yo. So da, ya, da, bi, da, hi, da, ya, da, sa, da, san, da, sa, nan. Okay, and the da, ya, so da, bi, da, hi, and then, so da, ya, da, yan. And then for the, so that we have the, you know, that san, this san, and so on. But for the ka, so kaya, kaya, maybe kasan, kisan also, but not included in this Parliament easy. But we have, so only, you know, oh yes, kaya, kaya, kasan, kisan. So the same way. So kaya, kasa, kisa, daya, dasa, desa. Kaya, kayan, kasan, kasan. Okay. So, and then for the locative also. Listen, but these are maybe for the ta, but for the ya, for the saba, only da and ka, da and ka. So we have these special form. Okay, within the bracket. And yes, also okay, but it's is a special form. Okay, so in this way we can. So, okay, so that is why, if we remember declension of the, ta, so demonstrative pronoun or that personal pronoun, so most of the, pronouns, so can be understood easily. Only some special form we need to note. Okay, so this is for the interrogative pronoun came. So based on their gender, so maybe score is masculine, that is where refers to who. So who, man or something. Okay. But if it is asked for a feminine and then a ka means who, she, or who is she, and so on. And the ga, and so based on their gender, okay, can be understood. And then now, so another, the relative pronoun ya. So relative pronoun ya also what or which or who. Okay, so that one also the same. So like the yo, ye, yan, ye na, ye he, ye bi, and the yesa, yesan, yesanan, yasama, yama, ye bi, ye he, and then so yesame, yami, yesu for masculine. Exactly the same, you see. Yesame, yami, yesu. So for the neuter also actually yan, ye, yani, yan, ye, yani, the same. No special from there. But for feminine also ya, yo, yan, yo. So ya bi, ya he, yes, ya san, not yesa for yes, and then ya bi, ya he, and the yan, yes, and the ya so not yesa for. So we can see demonstrative pronoun. So yo, ye, yan, ye na, ye he, ye bi, yes, so yes, mean yan, me, yes. And the neuter yan, ye, yani, yani. But for feminine, you see, ya, yo, yan, yo, ya, bi. So you see, yes, no, yes, for. And the yasan, the same way for the locative also, yan, yes, no, yes, for. And then yasu. So that is why, if we remember declension of the ya or da or something, so the rest, the pronominal declensions, can be understood easily. But some special form like the, deisan or keisan or something, keisa, deisa, maybe keisaya, deisaya, and so some very special form. Only those, so we need to remember. The rest are the same in common way. So, okay, before going to the meaning, so the other one is indefinite pronoun. Indefinite pronoun. So indefinite pronoun is not, the specific, we don't have the, for that, the indefinite pronoun. So as is term, but joining two words. So to the interrogative pronoun by adding this, some indeclinable particle G. So for example, here ka and the G, but we don't use ka G. So for example, we use, so this ka, so in the decline form, the go, after that the G. So go G. So in this way, we use go G. So that means some or someone. Someone. Okay. So this ka should be declined. After declined word, by adding the G, etc. So that is to the go by adding the G, go G, to the K by adding the G, K G, to the can by adding the G, can G. The same way, so to the K na by adding the G, K na G or kasa G in this way. So we form. The same way in neuter gender or in feminine gender, so ka G, kayo G, kaya G, and so on. So that information we can see in Parliament easy. So here, indefinite pronoun. So indefinite pronoun is formed by adding the particle. So common word is G, but the other one is jana or a B or B. The very common word is K. Maybe you remember. So in the Abhidhamma, so Yekeji Kusala Dhamma, Sabede Kusala Mula, so Yekeji Kusala Dhamma. So whatever unwholesome states, or whatever wholesome state, and so on. So very common. G is very common, but for the Jana or Abi or B are quite rare. Okay, so they are, also decline like the interrogative pronoun K. That means partially, ka is declined. After that, G is added. You see, that is here, go already declined. And after that, G, go B, and the go Jana. And the can G, and the Kena G, and the Kasama G, and the Kasa G, Kasamain G, Kesamain G, and Kesu G, and so on. Already declined. After declined, what came? So we added G. So at the time we have that indefinite pronoun. So the same way for neuter also, to the can, G is added, and to the K, G is added, and Jana is added in this way. For the feminine gender, also to the Ka, G is added. So Ka, G, Ka, Jana, Ka, B. And for, so plural also the same. And here Kaya, G, Kaya, Jana, and so on. Okay. So, okay, later one for the next. So now, so let's go back to the first for meaning. So now interrogative pronoun, we already learned. So now their meaning. So call me who. So who actually referring to a person, so we can understand the meaning who. But if refers to a person, so at the end, but masculine gender like the Vihara. So go Vihara also, which one or which monastery in this way? What monastery or which monastery in this way? Based on the reference word gender. Okay, go, ge, can, ge. And then ge is plural. So which ones? And K or can that neuter. So this is using as a pronoun. Okay, so they are used alone without putting any noun word after that. But so they can be used as a pronominal adjective. So at that time, after that, so there will be another reference word called Buriso. So which man? And Ge Burisa, which man? And the Kani Palani, so which fruits? And the Ka 80, which woman? And the Kayo 80, which women? In this way. So can be used as a pronoun, as well as an adjective. So if we see after that pronoun, so the other, noun word, so the same form in their gender, number, and case. So at the time that the pronoun is used as an adjective. So in this way, easily can be understood. Okay, and then now relative pronoun. So relative pronoun is actually ya, but so some scholars idea yard and in the consonant yard, but that ya is not included in the decline form. In the decline form, only your, yan, ye, like the same as the da. So da also some scholars idea dad in this way or damn in this way. They say that is different idea. Okay, leave it that one. So yo, ye, yan, ye, and their meaning is your, okay, who or which person, and your Buddhisa, and ye Buddhisa, and yan palan, yani palani, and the ya, so ya 80, and the ya 80 yo, and so on. So as an adjective, as a pronoun. Okay. So and then here you see, so the pronouns or pronominal adjectives as a subject, or every or whole, and the eka is actually numeral, so one or certain. Some scholars idea that one is under the numeral, okay, one, but it has another meaning, certain, a certain one. Also at the time, that one also considered as a pronoun. And then, here the word sabba ending in the a, eka ending in the a, so katara and the katama, and then boba, former part or previous or east, okay, and the abra, other or west, and the bara, other, another, and the idara, other, next, and the inya, another, inya, tara, certain, inya, dama, also certain, decline like the ya or da. Like the ya. So because da and the ka or k has a special form like the gate san, date san, but those from sabba, so sabo, sabba, sabbi, sabban, sabbi, and sabbina, support the feminine gender like the only sabaya for the locative. So we don't have the sabbasan or sabbasan or something. Maybe sabbasan can be, but not sabbasan. That is like the ya. And then, so in locative case singular, boba is extra one, is bobe. So the other one, you see, so for the ya, for masculine, yeah, only yasame yami, not ye. But for this sabba, so sabba samin sabba mi sabbe in this, sabba samin sabba mi sabbe. That special word in the locative case singular. So now, the usage of that relative pronoun ya. So that relative pronoun ya, so in Pali, we can understand that word. So where is ya, there must be da, or there must be understood da. Where is ya, there must be understood da. So, but there must be da, but sometimes without also, but must be understood. So you see, So ye asawa bahina. Ye asawa bahina. That ya also, ye also modifying to the they in the relative pronoun. So even though ya and da can be different gender and it can be different case, but so ya clause modifying to the da. Ya clause modifying to the da. Even though they are different in gender. For example, so here in the first sentence, ye asawa bahina. So which asawas are dispersed? Ye asawa, whatever asawas, or those, whatever asawas are bahina, dispersed. So the targadasa by the targada. So whatever minded developments there may be, and then they have been got rid of by the target that you see. So here, so ye asawa, maybe something omitted here, verb to be or something. So whatever mental defilements there may be, so that is the meaning of the ye clause, ye asawa relative clause. And bahina de tathagatatsa. So bahina de tathagatatsa. So they have been. So they is what? They mean those mental defilements. Bahina having got rid of, so the targadasa by the targata. So that is why, in the ya and the ta. So ya clause modifying to the ta in their meaning, even though they can be a different gender or different number or different case, but mostly the same. Or sometimes, but here ye. So nominative case plural. Here also they, nominative case plural. Okay, masculine can be. But in the next, you see. So your abba dotasa narasa dosati. Your abba dotasa narasa dosati. So your mean whoever, whosoever. So dosati offend against or plot against. So narasa. So abba dotasa narasa. So dosati is with the dative case, followed by the dative or genitive case. So last time also we already checked that one. Do like the dobadi or dosati. So whoever offend against harmless. And then in the next line, damn, so different case ending, you see, not do, not so. Based on the that damn is so function as a object of the the bapajeti or something in this way. Then ewa balan baban. Then ewa balan bajeti, so baban. Okay, in this way. Then ewa, so balan baban bajeti. So your abba dotasa narasa dosadi, whosoever offend against harmless one. So the evil. So balan. So dan balan. Dan balan also refine. So the same as the your. Okay, your. Abba dotasa, a dan balan. So baban bijedi. Baban is subject. So evil. So bijedi rebounds upon. Dan ewa balan, the very foolish fellow. Okay, so in this way, different case ending because they are based on their gender in their sentence, in their related sentence. And also, so in some sentences, the relative pronoun is used in the one clause, but demonstrative pronoun is absent, but is to be understood, you see, even though without demonstrative pronoun ta, but must be understood. based on the context. So ye jaitan senyamit sandi maukanti mara bandana. Okay, ye jaitan senyamit sandi maukanti mara bandana. Ye. So whoever, so senyamit sandi restraint, jaitan their mind, and the day. So here before the mouth candy, they, so mouth candy, they will liberate themselves. So Mara Bandana from the clutch of the Mara or temper. So here no doubt that must be understood. That is where is Ya, there must be da, or that must be, there must be understood da. Okay, that is the usage of the relative pronoun. Relative pronoun ya always goes together with the da. But without that, also that can be understood. Okay, and then so next paragraph is indefinite pronoun form. Okay, this one already. So neuter. Now, the phonetic combination or the euphonic combination. So negahida, the preceding what is negahida, and followed by the guttural consonant. So at that time change to the nga. So followed by the palatal consonants. So at that time change to the nya. Okay, and then followed by the palate and palatal. So letter of the back palate, so becomes na. Maybe that is retroflex. Okay, and they followed by the dental letter. So at that time change to the nasal, dental, nasal, na. And then followed by the labial letter. So change the labial nasal ma in this way. So here example. So Sarana, the preceding one is Sarana. So Sarana here, and then the negahita, but followed by the ga is gatra. That is a negida will be changed to the nga. That is one here. Saranang gato. Negida change to the nga, you see. The same way here, gam, followed by the G. G is ja. Ja is platter. So platter letter. That is a change to the nya. That is here, gan, G. Negida change to the nya. And then san, ta, di. So ta is retroflex sound. That is a negida change to the, here, na. San, ta, di. And san, de, te, di. So followed by the da, dan, te, da. So negida change to the na. So here you see without dot, danten na. And the gam and the b, so change to the ma, you see, in this way. That is, we are forming the euphonic combination. And then, so now et. So et is actually a kind of a particle, the particle et. So particle et, but that one is so the same as the quotation mark in English. Quotation mark. So place after the statement quoted, like the quotation mark. Et, so can be understood. Okay. So here that is open and close inverted comma, quotation mark in English. So that et. So when we use that et as a that reference or quotation mark, so that et goes together with the verb for thinking. So jane or considering jane or supposing, or maybe knowing janadi and saying what daddy or calling amandisi and so on. Mostly. So in connection with these verbs, later reference or maybe speech or quotation, walk will be with the iti. So here, so Bhagawa, Bhikkhu, Amandesi, Bhikkhawoti. So here Amandesi means calling. So the blessed one called or addressed monks. So saying, O monks, or saying, O monks. Or maybe S also can be S. So the blessed one, so address monks as O monks or something in this way. So that is here with the Amandesi. That is a calling or addressing. And then next verb, so Dan Janya Wasalo it here. Janya is Janati. So one should know him and outcast. So Wasalo after that the iti. So Janya is in optative verb. So like the same as the Janiya. Constructive form, Janiya, Janiya. So one should know him as an outcast. Here quotation. And outcast. One should know him an outcast. That is the usage of the iti in this lesson. And then, so Bhagawa, Bhikkhu Amandesi, so Anujanami Bhikkhave Aramanti. So here Amandesi is addressing. Okay, and then here Anujanami Bhikkhave Araman. After that, the iti. So it is dropped, only t remain. Okay, so the Lord addressed the man saying, I allow you monks to accept group, grow, arama, park or grove, okay, in this way. And then, so next, Bawambi no Godamo. So Bawambi no Godamo, Anodaran Sama Sambode, Abisambo Dodi, Padi Janati. Padi Janati. Okay. Padi Janati. So here in connection with the Padi Janati, so that's the master Godama also claimed, okay, that the Bodhijanadi claimed. So I have attained the supreme enlightenment. I have attained supreme enlightenment. That is, Anodaran Sama Sambodhi Abhisambo Do Ti. Ti is actually open and closed by the comma. And here you see, in this way. The same way next. So Kati Yan. So Daharodi Nawa Minya. So one should not despise a princely. So one should not despise a prince, thinking this is a boy. So Daharodi Nawa Minya. So despise a prince, that this is a boy. Okay. So that is the usage of the iti. So briefly we can note iti is quotation mark. It is quotation mark. So before the ed, some quotation what will be, or quotation phrase, or maybe quotation sentence. So statement, quoted, maybe a word or a phrase or a complete sentence can be. Okay. And then now, so pronominal adverb. So that pronominal adverb also, at the very beginning, we already learned. So with the relative pronoun, maybe in the note. At the very beginning, maybe lesson 8. Just to recall. Lesson 8. Oh, here you see. Da is demonstrative pronoun, ya is so relative pronoun. Okay. On the chart. Yes, here. Some the adverb demonstrate with the demonstrative pronoun. So by adding the okay. So by adding the, da is that, ima is this, to that. So for the locations, so we add the dra suffix or ta suffix. The meaning of that is at, in, or on plus location, on place. So da and the dra become the da dra. That means in that place, but later there. The same way da and the data also in that place there. So ima also, but ima is commonly changed to the e, a, or a. So here atara. So he in this place here. So ita also in this place here, and ida in this place here. So the same way for the relative pronoun. Okay, so mainly here, this tara ta. So for the location, so that is important. So dra and ta. Okay. And so here, but for the relative pronoun, we use dra, ta, and hey for the location. Okay. So yatara, in which place, where, yata, where, yehe, where. So for the interrogative pronoun, for the location, so we use the tara, ta, hey, ham. So at the time, this came also sometimes got, sometimes good. So here came to the gu, so kutara where, and the gata also where. So guhe also where, and the gaham also where. In which place or where? Okay. And then now, so the suffix door. So from location. So from the meaning is not at or in. Okay, from. So that is a da and the door means from that place, that means from there. So ima is changed to the a, so a door or it door. So from this place, that means from here. And ya also from which place? So from where? Okay. And God came to good door also from where for the question. So these are all the local adverb, you see, local adverb. So to denote the location. And then now, so temporal adverb to denote the time. To denote the time. So at the time, for the time, we use da or dani or da jana. So at time. So da after the da, so at that time or then. So ima is changed to the east, and that's dani, so idani at this time in now. Idani now. And the ya and the da, yadami at what time in when. So ga and the da, gadami at what time in when for question. And the ga and the da janan, so guda janan at what time also when. So that is for the adverb for time, you see. So that is here also. So that one is, those are already in the we already learned in previous lesson, you see. That is one. So here, yeah, that is so time, temporal adverb ya and da, yada, and the ga and da, gada, and da and da, da. That is temporal time. But now look for location. Ya and ta, yata, ya and dra, yadra, ya and hin, ya hey. So where or wherever. So gu hey, gudara, gata, where. And the hey, dadara, data mean there, you see. And the ya door from where, from whom, from what, or because, or since, whence. And good door from where? So that door from there or therefore also. And yeah, and the ta. So here ta is so adverb of manner. Adverb of manner. Yeah, ta means in what way or such as. The same way ka and ta, kata, how. And demonstrate ta and ta, the ta, so. And the ima and the tan, 8 times. So ed or a1 that's. So these are pronominal adverbs for the time, for the location, and for the manner. And then now indefinite adverb, the same way, indefinite adverb means those indefinite adverb is from the interrogative pronoun, interrogative adverb. So interrogative to the interrogative adverb by adding the those so indefinite particle ji. So to the kata means where. So and then by adding the ji, kata ji. So that means somewhere. So to the kata by adding the kata be and the kuhen ji be somewhere. You see? And kata means when time. So ji is at the karaji means sometime or a certain times. You see? Karaji sometime a certain time. The same way, so kuda janan or na karaji means never. So not kuda janan or na karaji means so karaji. You see, karaji means sometimes, but with the negation na karaji, never. We already seen that one. So kudo means from where, but kudoji. So from somewhere in this way. Okay, and then so bawon B. No, here no is the expanded form of the so questioning particle no. So in previously we already learned, for the question. So for the yes or no question. So we use the K or a B or no. Okay. So like the no. So Duan. So gotcha C K or a B or maybe no. So that means do you go? So at that time answer is yes or no. So in this way. So we use these now. So for this no, so we have the another expanded form is no. So that no also can be seen. That is one. No or no. Okay. So that is in the previous lesson. So here, in this lesson, so here, but won't be no. You see? This lesson, you see? Because of this no. Because of this no here, coach. Okay, so coach. That's Master Gordama also claim. So I have attained to the supreme. So but won't be no or won't be no in this way. So showing that. And then now miscellaneous adverbs. So miscellaneous adverb also actually, sabba is pronoun all or every or maybe whole. But after that, da. Da is temporal adjective, the temporal suffix to denote the time like the yadami when, the dami then. So gadami when. Now after the sabba, so we have the da sabarami, every day or forever or ever or all the time. All the time. And also sabba, so this ba is contracted as it, sa. So sada also ever or all the time. The same way, you know, ta mean for the local adverb suffix. So saba mean every, so sabata mean everywhere. And also sabadi also everywhere. And sabata also in every way. So ta mean you know, manner adverb manner. So sabata in every way. Okay. In every way. And then now sabah saw also here saw. So da and the ta and then d and then ta and then so. So by every means or all together. Sabah saw mean all together. Okay. And then okay, so let's for the next time. So now so 1 hour already. So any question for today's lesson or maybe anything? Okay, Ashley.
Bante, I have a question. I don't understand much about the point 108. Kim who was with is an interrogative pronoun. And
108.
was with, yes, 108. Yes. I mean the work for the question works who was which is belong to interrogative pronoun why and when it's plus with the now as the 109 is a pronominal adjective. Yes.
Yes.
But in 120 pronominal adverb, why they put interrogative in under pronominal adverb? I think it's maybe it's separate. Yeah, I don't know why.
Okay, so that means, you know, so these came, this interrogative pronoun came, so can be declined like the, you know, ya, da, and so on. That is one way. After that, so by adding the same suffix, so we can form the interrogative adverb as well. Except the case ending, without case ending. We put the same suffix like the ta or da or something in this way.
Yes.
And also when it is declined, so it can be used two ways. One is as a pronoun, that is just who. But so using together with another noun, so we can use as an adjective. So at that time, you know, which man or which woman or which monastery and so on.
Yes, it means that the interrogative adverb in it is in declinable work, indeclinable work, not declinable work.
Right. Indeclinable.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Yes, Bante. And how about why? I don't see the question work why here. Yes.
Question what?
Lesson work why. We have when, where, from where, how, but we don't have why. Yeah, I can see why in this.
Why me?
Yeah, in this lesson.
Why? Okay. So why is so commonly asking for the reason. Okay.
Yes.
So for reason, commonly in Pali, we denote by the instrumental case like the ke, na, or ablative case in kasama, as well as the locative case kasame. So these three cases can be used for the reason. So with the interrogative pronoun, so kasama why or ke na why or kasame why, we can understand in this way.
Yes, thank you, Bante. Yeah,
Okay,
I
okay,
understand. Yes,
okay.
yes.
And then Chan.
Good evening, Bante. Bante, for the Pali Make Easy, there's one example about abandoned by the um, yeah. Hmm. Or maybe this one first, Bante. Pawanti no Gotamo Parang Sama Sambuding Sama Sambudin Abisambudo. So the ahang is implicit in this, right?
Aham is
Uh, because the English translation has I, but inside the quotation Pali, there's no ahang. So it's implicit, right? That is already inside.
so okay, so here very important one we need to know that is such a quotation word. So you see here this one is included in the quotation, that is fine. So related to the relation what we need to understand within this quotation, not outside. Okay, that is one point. Yeah. So actually here abisambudo is past participle, but this sentence is speech by the spoken by the Buddha. So that is fine. The referring to the Buddha's speech. So how to say direct speech. That is why ahang here used.
Okay. But then for 114, the example, there is one Ye asawa pahina te tathagatasa.
Ye asawa bahina de tathagata. Okay.
I'm just wondering, does pahina go with tathagatasa? Is this chati or?
Right, chatty. So that is agent. Agent for, can be denoted by the instrumental as well as the chatty.
Okay, okay, thank you very much, Auntie.
Okay, okay. Any question? Yeah, Ashley.
Bante, I have a quick question.
Mhm.
190, 119. I see ET is placed after a statement code, but every day I speak out ET so bagawa arhang. I think it's the beginning of the sentence. How about that?
Yeah,
It is
yeah,
a different grammar.
Yeah, that ed is here, you see. Ed, a10, ed, a1 mean that's all in this way. No quotation. Okay.
Not quotation. Yes,
Okay.
yes. Thank you, Bante. Yes.
Okay. And then Hado.
Yes, Bante. So for this lesson, Bante, in fact, for me, it's confusing a lot of
Right.
parts,
Many
Bante.
miscellaneous information. That is fine.
Yeah. So I have some questions, Bante. The first one is that in the table that Bante have just consolidate the whole of pronouns. So first of all, that also for the first person and the second person, it is aham. And
okay.
yes, ahang and tumha. So in the consolidate table below, Bante, so we previously at the beginning that we learned it is I and we, it's ahang and mayang. And then in here, a first person now it is amha. and second personal is tumha, is you, that we have learned that tuan and tumme pante. So for this one that I totally don't understand that why it's like
So
that.
actually for those we have not learned yet, that is maybe in next lesson, in lesson 27. Yes, in lesson 27 we will learn. That is fine. And then, you know, here, so this chart is very important. So actually, so that is why at the very beginning of this lesson also, the author said, so Amma and Doma are, you know, exception. Where? You see? So Amma and Doma are exception as they are the same in their all three gender, not like those. The exception actually will be different. So that is why in the later lesson we will learn. So that is why the chart I made is for the other one, like the most of the pronoun ending in the a, but except the Amma and Doma.
Oh, yeah. So later on we will learn about this one.
Okay.
And yes, and the second point, Pante, that is for the integrative pronouns, that it's also construct in 8 cases. So for in 8 cases there, Bante, that for nominative, for example, that with the example that who is she, so we know it who there is play the role as a nominative. But for another cases, Bante, that how it's look like for who or which there, it's play in the role of accusative or instrumental, dative, genitive, locative. That what is the questions is look like, Bante?
So that is by whom or for whom in this way, or for
Yeah.
what, and so that is, you know, at the very beginning, the meaning for those case. So nominative case is for subject, accusative is for object, but instrumental it commonly can be understood by or with. So dative for to, ablative from, then, a dative genitive of or apostrophe, and so on.
Yeah. And for genitive, it will be that for
Like,
whose.
for whom or whose.
Yeah, whose, hoặc là for whom. Yeah. And how about for locative, Bante?
So that are also, you know, at which or at what or maybe where also can be. So based on the reference, in which person or something in this way.
Oh yeah, so it's not just only translate like what or which or what or
No,
who.
not that. So that is just the meaning of just came, but with the case ending at the time, maybe by or for or from or at, or so those meaning can be understood based on their case ending.
Oh yeah, so I got this point, Bante. Thank you very much, Bante, for this one. And for the same situation with the relative pronoun with ya, it's also the same situation when we translate that or when we look at for the pronoun like this one.
Right.
Yeah. And for the et, Bante, so for et, 119. In fact, that the meaning of et that we will not translate. We just understand that when et is used, it means that there is a quotation mark. It is the statement that it already quoted. And then et put together. But when we translate, we don't translate the meaning of et.
Right.
Yeah. So we just know that when there is a quote, sentence or phrase, something like that. So it linked with the meaning, the meaning of the translation in the sentence. It linked with the main verb that it mentioned in that sentence. For example, it's about thinking or calling or knowing or saying, something like that.
Right.
Yeah, so I got that point. Thank you, Bante. For the 120, Bante, 120, it is the it's sorry, not 120. It is the maybe that more than that. It's about the changing the pronunciation. Yeah, in here 118. So for those of from the beginning, at the first day, Bante already guided us that what are good Turon letters, palatal letters, things like that. So when M it stands before those of the good Turon or letters or dental letters or labial letters, it will change like this principle. So it also have the combination like that one, because
Right.
I remember there's a lot of letters relating to those of the group. So that we have to remember, otherwise
Okay.
that we cannot do it correctly. And there is one thing, Bante, that I wonder, for example, that when we have the sentence like the man who is coming is, fact, I just take one example only. A man who is coming is my brother, for example, like that. So in that sentence, a man who is coming is my brother. So a man who is coming is my brother. When this sentence, how we can use the translation of who is coming, we can use with the present participle there.
Yeah, we can.
And can we use with the relative pronoun?
Also.
Yeah. So for the relative pronoun there, it will be in which of the case, Bante? It is nominative?
Yes, your puriso agado so mama badro. So mama bata, sorry. Yeah, in this way. Two way, yeah, can be.
Yeah, so two way. So that is a 2-1. And in case that if we say that the man who has come and expound the Dhamma is the venerable or elder monk. So in that case, we can use that with the clause. It may be in the relative pronouns, or even that we can use with the past participle.
Okay, so here, in this way we can, but they are not quite the same. So the past meaning, the sentence of the past meaning is in this way. So a man, so who is coming, is my brother. Yeah, that one. But the second one, the meaning of the sense of the relative clause. So a man, so whoever is coming. In this way, you know, different point we can understand.
Yeah. So we have not, for the second sentence, Bante, that we have not yet defined who will come, but whoever comes.
Whoever, everyone who comes is my brother.
Yeah, it's my brother, because I know for sure that my brother will come.
Right. Yeah.
But for the first situations that we see that people is coming, and we show that situation. Yeah. I ask these questions because that when I think about those of the pronouns, relative pronouns, when it put in the context of the sentence, so that how many ways that we can translate it. So it linked with with the other ways as well. It's not just only in one way of the translation, but we have to pay attention into the meaning, like Bante have just analyzed like this one. Yeah, so right now I got that, Bante. It's finished from my part, but surely that have to look it over and over again. Yeah, thank you very much, Bante. Yeah.
Okay. So now Sally, Dhamma be ready.
Yes, Bante. This is Nyanagawesi.
Okay.
It's okay. I have two questions. This is about iti. What is the cut off of the sentence or the word that become the iti with the quotation marks? Because in the real Pali text, there is no quotations. So how do I know which one is the cut off of that? The thinking or the considering or the knowing or the saying, such as let's say the first Bhagawa Bhikkhu Amantesi Bhikkhawoti. How do I know it is Bhikkhawo is the monks, the word that saying by the Lord? Why not is start with Bhikkhu Amantesi Bhikkhawo like this? Bante, do you get me? Let's say, I think I have to go. And then this is very clear. But how about if this is a longer sentence? The man tell the brother to go. So is it the man tell the brother and then go, or the man tell brother to go? This is a different case. What is the cut off of that? The thinking or the knowing. The word, what I mean is from the T. In that case, how do I know it start from this word? It's not the other word.
Okay. So let's see. That is, when we see the original paragraphs, we can understand easily that point. So, for example, now the Brahmajala Sutta. So, Ikan Samyan Bhagavat Viharadi Jeda Vani Anuisi. Where is it? One. So you see, number 3. So Atako Zambahu Lambekuna Radi Bijusa. So that is main sentence. So after that here Uda Badi. So Sankavi Sankhya Dhammo Uda Badi. And so that Sankhya Dhammo is referred by this quotation sentence. So that is here very long sentence, you see.
Oh yeah, okay.
So in this way we can see. And the end of that quotation, even though, so later versions like the digital version or maybe printed book, so later they put the quotation mark. But even though that quotation mark without quotation mark, so because of this ed, that is reference or quotation, we can understand easily. But now it's very easier one.
Oh, okay. Because Bante, I have seen the one without the quotation. Let's say from here, we know that start from Acharyam. How can I know it start from Acharyam? The end I know, but the starting point.
Starting point, sorry.
Let's say, I allowed you, monk, to accept growth. This one, let's say our understanding is not that good. Bhagawa Bhikkhu Amantesi is very clear. But how about Anu, maybe with another word, then start with Anu Janami Bhikkhave. How can I know it start with Anu Janami? Let's say our understanding is not that clear, especially if it is a very long sentences or a phrase or not a sentence, but a phrase or even a totally a paragraph.
Okay. So for that, So we are using that ET for that narration. Where is it? Oh, no, not there.
Okay.
Yeah, so interrogative or negation actually. So for the no, this one negation. The interjection. So here direct or narration. So that ET. So commonly with the so for okay, the first one is Sadhuti, he said, well, or something. So and then here, so Kahanso Idarahiti Pochi. So he asked, where is he now? So in this way, that quotation sentence before the verb also can be seen. You see, Pochi is verb. So here with the ET. Okay, that is one point. And after the verb also. So for example, di sadudi with the wa, or that is also before verb. And then so bochi kenjana si don. He asked, what do you know? Or what did you know? In this way, so after the that main scene of verb also can be seen in this way. So position is before or after, but because of that ED, so it can be understood as a quotation.
Oh, okay. Yes, thank you, Bante. And then yang kedua apa ya? And then Bante, for questions, if we don't know the number and the case, let's say who will go, and then we just use Kim, is that right?
No. Yeah. So who will go? Commonly we can use masculine also. Who will go? Or maybe group of them are maybe female. So like the car or something can be ka kachasi, or maybe ko kachasi also can be.
Not using Kim.
No, K is neuter.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you, Bante.
Okay. Okay, Haru.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Bante. I just have
Okay.
clarification only, Bante. That is the pronoun. Just as said, Amha and Tumma, the pronouns are divided in on three genders. So for it's declined in on three genders because it's go together with a noun in three genders. So it will decline like with a noun when it play the role as the adjective. So it go with the noun, and then when the noun are in three genders, so the pronoun also will be declined in three genders. Is that right, Bante?
Right.
Yeah. And just a small point, Bante, that is ET. For ET, that for the quote, even it called it ET, but when we see the sentence after the quote, the phrase quoted, it just only T, only Bante, E is dropped.
Right.
So,
that is here, you see. So it is generally abbreviated to the D, like the Sadhu D. So by dropping, it's the preceding vowel of the ED.
yeah.
Yeah.
So normally it will drop E, Bante.
Right.
Yeah. So that's all for my side, Bante. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Okay. And then any question? Okay, so no more. So let me stop here. I say sadhu, 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 sadhu.
Sadhu. Thank you, Bande. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Welcome.
And good night.
Thank you,
Good night.
Bante. Good
Welcome.
night.
Good night.
Thank you very much, Bante. Good night. Suki Hotu.
Thank you,
Bante,
Bante.
good night.
night.
Sukyoto.
Good
Namo
night.
Dhammi. Sadhu,
Suki
sadhu, sadhu.
Hotu.
It's a tough
Thank
lesson
you,
tonight.
Bante.